Hi, my name is Dr. Chelsea Michelson. What is your name? Hi, it's nice to meet you. Are you new to chiropractic? How did you find us? Were you referred by a friend? Who? Oh, we love Ben. Thank you. We'll have to tell him thank you too. Were you able to fill out the online forms to reduce your wait time in the office? Or were you greeted and instructed on how to proceed by Tricia, our new patient advocate? Oh, you were able to use the online forms? Wonderful. Well, Tricia will always be there if you need her help on any supplemental information. Have you been introduced to our secretary? And massage therapist? She's actually my mom and she's the best in the business. When she's not kinesiotaping or providing other therapies to patients, she's one of our secretaries as well. We also have Kelsey, our office manager. She will do all of the scheduling for you. Our mission statement is to provide healthy pregnancies and safe and vitalistic deliveries. So let me give you a rundown of how we will begin care here. In our new patient orientation and healthcare class, which we will have you go to, and we can schedule you either on a Wednesday night or a Saturday afternoon, whichever's convenient for you. And it's basically just a short 1-hour class, which we will educate you on chiropractic care, my personal motivation and journey to becoming a chiropractor, and we will introduce you to some things about chiropractic care and how to proceed in our practice. There are generally 13 concepts covered in that short 1-hour course. The first several are pertaining to health in general, including defining health and chiropractic in relation to health. The last few are more in-depth, addressing chiropractic as a separate and distinct profession, and illustrating how chiropractic care can help you in a variety of avenues and in the different types of care people receive. We will not end with questions, however. I will instruct everyone on the preceding steps, and if you do have some questions, we would be delighted to help you directly afterwards. Either myself or Kelsey would be able to assist you in whatever you need, and we can even begin your examination that night so you wouldn't have to come back in. What are you looking for in chiropractic care? If you choose to come back in or do begin it that night, what we will do is do a physical examination. We will do a chiropractic examination, and that will be where we begin feeling for ranges of motion and examining your back, stuff like that. And then we will conduct an x-ray portion of the exam. And that's just to detect any abnormalities or things we might not otherwise be able to detect just by feeling alone. As you told me earlier, you are trying to get pregnant, but you're not pregnant yet, so we are safe to perform that x-ray exam for you. After that visit, we will schedule another appointment with you. This one will be called the report of findings, where we will discuss with you what we have found in the 3 exams performed in the first visit or that night at the healthcare class. We will present to you 3 reports, a clinical report of findings, which will illustrate everything that we have found in all of our 3 reports. And then we will present to you a financial agreement because we are a cash-only practice. But we do have a few avenues which we can discuss with you to help you pay for the care you deserve. And then a simple office policy report outlining office procedures will also be presented to you then. And that'll just cover if you have to reschedule or cancel for any reason, and it'll outline the consequences and procedures on how to go about doing those things. And what are you interested in and why do you think chiropractic care can help you? Well, in order for you to understand how chiropractic care can help you, you have to understand how chiropractic works. And we have 5 components in the vertebral subluxation complex, which is just a really fancy way of saying that there's 5 major avenues of things that chiropractic care directly addresses. And those things include spinal kinesiology, histopathology, myopathology, pathophysiology, and neuropathophysiology. And I will explain all of those to you in greater detail at that time. And at the end of this appointment, I will make my personal recommendations for individualized care and illustrate the costs and consequences, and then you will decide if the care that I recommend is right for you, and if you would like to proceed knowing all of the pros, cons, consequences, all of that. It will be up to you, and we can begin your care if you so choose. We are always open to your feedback, whether it be on your care, how you're feeling, the staff, the atmosphere, whatever. And just as your friend who referred you, he is getting a free massage because he won our monthly referral contest. And if you are happy with care and would like to refer friends and family, you will also be entered in our monthly contest to win free massages and other exciting prizes. We also hold special events inside and outside of the office, and we would love to have you as part of those and bring you into our family. So let's get started. And that would be I guess kind of a traditional introduction to how to proceed with a patient in chiropractic care, kind of to illustrate what we can do for them and where we're coming from, a kind of a fire drill of procedures, addressing the steps we're going to take to begin care, to educate them, everything like that. So I also have the 2 binders. I will show them to you. This binder is for the practice management files. I'm trying to get the tabs for you. And I've kind of begun, but I had to give like a cover sheet. And so you can see all of the tabs there, starting with the healthcare class, the pre-visit, visit 1, the report of findings, and then the progressive report, office procedures and policies, stuff like that. I also kind of combined like a staff instruction booklet on how to address new patients, how to answer phone calls, how to do whatever program we decide to use and used at the practice as part of that, so that the staff can also have that and access that should they need it, and also that they can, keep up to date on how we are proceeding with care for patients and what we're doing for them and with them moving forward, just so that everyone can be on the same page and that everyone can have access to it, to really make the patients feel like they're comfortable and safe and that chiropractic care is truly for them. And then I also have, I'm really excited about this one, a second binder in which it has all of the tabs written out. You can see I have them all labeled, and I've begun to put articles in them. I have the vertebral subluxation, wellness development care, subluxation and condition-based care, chiropractic spinal, functional neurology, current mechanic systems, bad medicine, new vitalistic system. I also included 3 separate tabs, I guess. One for expectant mothers, chiropractic care, and the research associated with that. Another for pediatric chiropractic care and associated studies with that. And then a third one for infant chiropractic care and the benefits and different studies on that. And I'm really, really excited because the very first article, I guess, that I put into the binder was actually one that I wrote and was published in Frontiers for clinical neuroscience. So that was really exciting that I could put my own research and publication in this binder, and hopefully I can grow it and it can be really an extension of what my practice is and believes and can focus on. So I think that would be really neat, and I think that sharing my publications with not just the staff of my practice, but the patients as well, would make them feel, I don't know, more comfortable, or show that I'm well versed, stuff like that. So I'm excited to have my own publication in there, as well as some others that really interest me, because personally I would like to specialize in expectant mothers, infants, and children, which is why I added those specific 3 to the binder. I'd really love to work in the Atlanta Birthing Center. It's my dream job. I've worked in neonatal my entire life and pediatrics, and it's really important for me to continue that work in that kind of avenue. And especially because I do believe that safer natural births are so much more the way to go than being hooked up to a hospital bed with this hard plastic or this hard metal with needles and IVs coming out of you is not my idea at all of the way to bring a child into the world. So I'm very excited for that, and hopefully if I do get that job, I can add to not only the research binder for them, but also my ideas on how to run it for the practice management files. So, any of those things, and hopefully bring some good staff with me. I wasn't lying when I said that my mom was working with me. She went to get her massage therapy degree, and she's a master Reiki, and she does kinesiology taping. So that's really neat too, and I think that could just be yet another avenue of therapies that my patients could employ to help them have a healthier, safer pregnancy and delivery and beginning of their life, which is really exciting for infants and children, and to be able to watch them grow and see how much of a difference chiropractic care can make for them is really something special and near and dear to my heart. So I hope I can provide all of that for my future patients and I'll eventually get more comfortable and confident with reciting the fire drill of procedures to introduce them to practice, because I know that could be very overwhelming, and me being nervous on camera probably didn't help any of that. So I'm really excited, and I hope that when I do go through the rundown of this is who we are, this is how we're going to do things, care agreements and everything, I hope that my patients do feel like it is part of a family, and that I do care about them, because that's my number one thing, that they know that they're going to be taken care of in the best way that they can be, and that they can have the best and brightest future ahead of them. So here's hoping.